Hey guys, it's Winifred Rider, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In this video, we will be going to Kakariko Village, you know, after not going there in the last episode. I kind of got sidetracked with the whole Lon Ranch thing. Anyway, well, don't worry, we're going now. And I love Kakariko Village in this game, I really do. It's just such a relaxing place. It's like the best place of the game. Just the music here is just so relaxing. It was in A Link to the Past too, and so yeah. The music here actually changes slightly after certain points in the game, but it's really hard to notice actually. Anyway, so I think that the first thing we're gonna want to do here is a little mini game, which involves getting the second bottle. Ooh, spoilers. Anyway, so yeah. I had a pretty relaxing day today, which is pretty fitting considering how we're here in Kakariko Village. Anyway, so if you come over here, this lady says, "What should I do? My cuccos have all flown away. You, little boy, please help me bring them back to this pen." Okay, so actually, yeah, we're basically just bringing her cuccos back to the pen. And, that woman there, her name's Anju, or Anju, or whatever. And, she's actually a Majora's Mask, and she plays, well, at least a bigger role than she does here. Anyway, another cucco's here in the crate here. Just roll into it. If you really don't know where they are, you could actually try listening for them. You can hear them balking. That's kind of a weird... Anyway, like, I remember this joke one time that I heard. It was actually some kid on Ellen said it. He said, like, why did Mozart get rid of all his chickens? Because they keep on saying balk, balk, balk. Oh, anyway. So some of the cuccos you actually need to, sometimes, some cuccos you actually need a cucco to get to them because, you know, when you hold them, they let you float around, and so you need some cuccos to go to other cuccos. And don't worry if you need some cuccos to get to other cuccos, all you have to do is go in the pen and get one out. It's like, you're not gonna get yelled at or anything for going in the pen, don't worry. Anyway, so I'll come back for this other one. Don't worry, if you, like, leave a cucco somewhere, they're not gonna go very far from where you leave them. So, don't feel too... Wait, where am I going? Don't feel too anxious when you, leave them behind. Because they're not gonna run off, you know. Anyway, so another one we need to get to with another cucco, and this is really hard, actually. If you... Basically, you jump at just the right angle, and you let go of the cucco right at the right time. And because you let go of the cucco, Link is able to grab onto the fence there. You have to do that, like, at just the right time, though. I don't even think that's how you're supposed to do it. That's just the way I started doing it. I don't know. That's what I always do anyway. It's actually not quite as hard as it looks. Anyway, so just throw that one over. And there is another cucco, in kind of a weird place, actually. It's a really cool place, though. If you go up this ladder here, there will be a cucco up here. And this is such a cool place. It reminds me of Orden Village in Twilight Princess. Like, I know you can go up, like, behind the mayor's house. I don't know, it's just such a cool place. Yeah. Kakariko Village is pretty much the only town you get in the game that feels like a hometown. Because, I mean, like, in Majora's... Well, not really Majora's Mask, but in Majora's Mask you kind of have Clock Town. It's kind of like a hometown. In Twilight Princess you have Orden Village, and Wind Waker you have, what's it called? Outset Island. But this game you don't really have one, so I guess Kakariko Village is as good as it gets. But I really like Kakariko Village, so... Anyway, so those are all our cuccos. Oh wait, no they're not. If you talk to her at any time, she just says how many are left. I think they're... Anyway. Yeah, I remember where they all are. Okay, at this point we don't need any cuccos to get to other cuccos, we can just get there ourselves, which is nice. Anyway, yeah. I really like the... I don't know, just something about the towns, like the hometowns in Zelda games, they're just so relaxing. It's kind of like you wish more of the game was like that. Like, especially in Twilight Princess, like, the beginning of Twilight Princess is just golden because of the whole Orden Village thing. I don't know, personally, it's like the complete opposite of action-packed, but still, it's just so nice, you know? In Orden Village, just at the beginning of the game, we're just running around doing crap. Maybe that's why I used to like Animal Crossing so much. I used to play Animal Crossing all the time, but now it's kind of like, well, screw that crap, you know? I don't know, just something about Animal Crossing makes me want to just not play it anymore. It's like, well, it gets dull pretty... Well, it's fun for, like, the first few months, anyway. Because, like, if I ever get playing it, I play it, like, every day. But, like, at some point, it just gets so boring, you know? And it's kind of like, well, the only thing you can do to resurrect the excitement of the game, or whatever, like, the freshness, is to, like, destroy your town and start a new one. That's, like, the only thing you can do. And, like, or either that, or, like, the heck, either that, or just, like, not play the game for, like, 8 months and then play it later. But then, you know, when you come back to your town, there's a whole bunch of freaking weeds everywhere, and all your neighbors call you a dick for never coming back, and I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Crap. Anyway. But still, though. Yeah, it kind of makes me wish that more part of the Zelda games were more like this, you know, just messing... Well, then again, that's kind of boring, because it's just, like, you're not doing anything, you know? There's no action. Anyway, so apparently Anju here, she's like, really likes cuccos, but at the same time she gets goosebumps when she touches them. Or should I say cucco bumps, ooh. Anyway, so we got an empty bottle, and I'm actually gonna meet you here at nighttime, because there's something we need to do here. Okay, so I'm here at nighttime. Well, I'm here at nighttime. And, over here is the graveyard, basically. Well, it's a graveyard, what can I say? And let me tell you, like, out of everything in this game, I think the graveyard was the thing that used to scare me the most as a kid. Like, I couldn't just not come here as a kid, I just couldn't. Anyway, so, the only thing I'm doing here for now is, if you come to this specific, thing, and you can only do this at night, because if you do this at daytime, there's this guy that's walking around, and he basically yells at you if you try and move any of the graves. The only reason why I came down here, really, is so I could get... well, this, which is a Hylian Shield. It's basically an upgraded shield. Basically, the only good thing, well, the only difference is that it doesn't catch on fire, which is excellent. The only drawback is it's too freaking big. So Link can't hold it the normal way. He basically has it like that. And I definitely recommend getting this, because A, it's free, B, it's easy to get, and C, the next area that we'll be going to is a fire area. Like, you know. So, it's very easy for your shield to be caught on fire if it's not this one. Anyway, I want to do one more thing here, basically. If you come here, and you play, well, yeah, the royal family thing. And, if you come here and you play Zelda's Lullaby, make sure you can see the 5-line staff, though. And, once you do that, something very scary happens, actually. I'm glad I actually... Oh, did I? You know, I think actually what I'm doing here is actually optional. You don't have to do this, if I'm correct. We get, well, you know, you'll see what we get in a second for doing this, but yeah, you don't actually have to do this. You don't actually... Oh, maybe you do. No, I don't actually think you do need to get the Hylian Shield either. If you're, like, speedrunning this game, you probably wouldn't get it. Anyway, so apparently, only playing a song is enough to, like, destroy this tomb, which happens to be the tomb of the royal family. Anyway, it's kind of a small hole for them to be chucking dead people down it. Anyway, so, to do anything here, basically, I think you have to kill all the keys, all the cuccos in it. I think so. I've been thinking about, actually, no, never mind, this is crap. Anyway, yeah, I think there's 4 keys in this room, maybe 3, 4, 5, something like that. Yeah. I think in the next video, I know the videos have been kind of, you know, laid back lately, which is kind of good. I don't know. I've always really liked doing side quests in Zelda games. I always, like, almost thought they were better, or maybe they are better, in my opinion, than, the regular stuff. But then again, I feel like, you know, it's not as fun to watch me doing side quests as doing, like, the, you know, like, temples and, like, advancing the plot. I always feel like people want to see that more. So, I try and balance out the side quests and plot as much as I can. But, definitely we'll be doing some plot stuff in this video, but we'll definitely be really cracking down on what we need to do in the next video. Yeah. It's just in the last one we were messing around so much at Lon Lon Rancho, it's just like, holy crap, when are you gonna stop doing this? Okay, and I cannot tell you how scared I was of these redeads as a kid. Like, it was just unbelievable. I could just not play this game because of these redeads. Like, I don't even care if they grab you and start humping you. That's not even why I was scared of them. They just look scary. I mean, holy crap, they scare me to this day, actually. And of course, their screams aren't really any better. Anyway, so come here and you can read the... No, don't play the Ocarina. You can read the sign and it says, you know, crap. Anyway. But anyway, a rising sun will eventually set, a newborn's face will lead, a sun to moon, moon to sun, give peaceful rest to the living dead. This is an interesting poem, huh? Sure is. So something is inscribed on the tombstone. It's the secret melody of the Composer Brothers. Okay. Anyway, so this is the Sun Song, and although the song is optional, it is very, very useful. Especially if you're going for, well, side quests, I guess. Anyway, so basically what this song does is if it's nighttime, it like instantly turns it into daytime. Or if it's daytime, it instantly turns it into nighttime. As you can see, it's now daytime, and it was nighttime. So everything's nice and bright again, you know. I think that this game actually does have a bit of a precise, time system, like to the hour, actually. And I'll get more into that later. But it has another use, actually. If you're around Ritas and you play the song, it'll actually freeze them, which isn't terribly useful because if you hit them, then they'll just they'll be unfrozen. But if you just don't feel like dealing with them, just play it and, you know, they won't do anything. Which is nice, I guess, but I don't really do it that often, but it actually, the Sun Song actually does one more thing, and this is probably a less known thing about this game. And I just discovered this recently, actually. But if you see Navi, like, floating over some place for, like, no apparent reason, and she's green, then if you play the Sun Song, sometimes, like, this light orb will come up, and it pretty much acts as a fairy, just fulfills all of your life. Which is nice, but anyway, that's all we need to do here, and I'm gonna meet you back in the Kokiri Forest, because we're gonna be doing stuff. Okay, so I'm here at, Kokiri Forest, you know. And it's still nighttime, which is kind of weird, but oh well. Hey! Actually, what I did to get here was I, like, saved and quit the game, and then I, just started up again, because when you're because when you start up the game, you automatically start in the Kokiri Forest anyway, so that's what I did. So what we're doing here is, this place is the Lost Woods, and, basically it's easy to get lost here, but the way not to get lost is to listen to the music. If the music is loud enough, you go in the log. If the music's quiet, don't go in that log, because if you go in it, then you'll just be right back at the beginning again. Anyway, here if you shoot right in the center and get 3 100s in a row, which is really easy, actually, especially if you're playing this on the 3DS. But when you do 3 100s like that in a row, this guy says, "Cool, you're great. You scored 3 perfect bullseyes. I have to give a neat present to such a wonderful person. Please take it." So he spits out another Deku Seeds Bullet Bag, which is actually the biggest we can get in the game already. We can now hold 50 instead of the original 30. Anyway, so down there we're gonna be doing some stuff there too. Basically, if you hop on the log, these 2 skull kids here, well, and you take out your ocarina, they'll say, "Follow along in your song on your ocarina. We'll lead you into it." So they don't really play any songs. They're not real songs, basically. They just play notes. And you basically just play it back to them. Whatever you do, don't screw it up. They just add 1 note to it every time, and you basically just keep up with them, and you're good. You don't actually, at any point in this game, you don't actually have to play the songs with any rhythm. Unlike in Wind Waker, as long as you play the notes, you're fine. There's no actual rhythm mixed into it. You can play it like however you want, and you'll be good. Okay, so if you do that, then they'll say that's quite a nice session. As a token of our friendship, please take this. And they give you a green rupee. Oh, that sure was worth it, wasn't it? No, actually, if you keep doing it, yeah, just keep doing it. They'll ask you if you want to do it again. You say, "Hell yeah, I want to do it again." Yeah. Yeah, they do it twice, once per skull kid. I wonder what kind of... Is that a flute they're playing, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, this is actually... It's kind of weird. In A Link to the Past, you get this item that's called a flute. Although it's a flute, it looks, like, oddly enough, like an ocarina. I don't really know why they called it a flute. well, I guess because they wanted to have it as... I guess they just wanted to name it something that everybody knew what it was. Because, I mean, at that time, nobody knew what a frickin' ocarina was. I mean, what the heck? I mean, I bet you if you go on the street and ask people, do you know what an ocarina is? They'll say yes, but the only reason why like, some people will say yes, they do know what an ocarina is, and then if you ask them how they learned what an ocarina is, I bet you they'll say because of this game. I mean, like, when else are you gonna hear about ocarinas? What the frick? Anyway, so you get a blue rupee if you successfully complete it for a second time, and if you screw it up, don't worry, you get to do it again. It's not like you get set back or anything. And if you didn't notice this, like, I think it's for the first time when you get a green rupee, you only have to play 5 notes, and the second time for a blue rupee, it's for 6 notes, and this time it'll be 7, so it gets harder and harder every time, and especially when it's 7, it gets really hard. I'm gonna have to concentrate here. Sometimes you get lucky, though, and it's just a really obvious pattern to it, though. Like, A down, A down, A down, A down, and that's all it is. I don't know. I guess that would happen sometimes. Or I guess if you got really lucky, it could be like just like an actual song that you learn in the game, because that way it'd be really easy to remember too. Okay, I think this is the last one. A down, A up, right. No? Oh, okay. No. Okay, yeah, okay. We're good. How many times can you say okay in that sentence? Okay, so we have to do it one more time. Ew. Gonna have to concentrate here. Up, down, down. Okay, I was just so scared I would mess that up. I really didn't feel like doing that crap again. Anyway, so that was a nice session, and after the 3rd time, they give you a piece of heart, which is our 2nd in the game, and once again, I love the way the piece of hearts look in this game. I just really do. Anyway, so that's all for this episode. Let's play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. We'll see you on the next episode where we'll be doing more stuff here in the Lost Woods. See you then.